Marc Levinson, The Great A&P and the Struggle for Small Business in America. Dive into the insightful summary of The Great A&P and the Struggle for Small Business in America by Marc Levinson, which explores the U.S. government's response to the Great Recession of 2008 to 2009. Discover the challenges and consequences of the massive financial bailout, stimulus spending, and tax credits that occurred during this period. Learn about the concept of the Great Reflation, its impact on the economy, and the potential problems it may bring in the future. This summary investigates the history of inflation, the role of fiat money systems, and the importance of wise economic and political decisions in creating a stable economy.
The Great Reflation. The United States government's response to the recession of 2008 to 2009 averted another Great Depression. By injecting massive amounts of money into the economy, the government was successful in stopping a meltdown, but it remains to be seen what the long-term effects of the Great Reflation will be. The excess money in the system could lead to inflation and instability, and the rise of bubbles in various sectors is cause for concern. Additionally, the large amounts of public and private debt, a shaky world economy, and a suspect dollar all point to future disaster. Investors must pay close attention to signals that could indicate investment decisions to preserve capital. Only wise and painful economic and political decisions in the coming years can place the United States on a more stable path. The flaws of fiat money. The history of inflation and the dangers of fiat money are explored in this summary of The Great Reflation. The book warns that the current policy of encouraging asset prices must not spiral out of control, as evidence of creeping asset inflation mounts. This delicate balance requires the Federal Reserve to vigilantly fight inflation while avoiding derailing the ongoing recovery. The summary also warns of the dangers of increasing public debt in times of crisis and the potential consequences for the global economy. Investing in the Great Reflation. The Great Reflation experiment is causing change to become the new norm, making wealth preservation crucial for investors in the next few years. Investors should resist following the crowd and identify their financial goals, risk tolerance, and investing horizon. Liquidity is important for shorter-term investors. Asset allocation is crucial in selecting and protecting investments, and diversification is still a pivotal investing principle. The basic categories of equities, bonds, currencies, gold, commodities, and real estate offer investment possibilities, but investors must understand their correlations and avoid putting all their eggs in one basket. Investors should make three judgments: which assets to hold, in what proportions, and when to change those proportions. While America will recover, it's uncertain how quickly and durable the recovery will be. The irony of central banks buying gold and inflation hedges while creating paper money has not gone unnoticed by sharp-eyed observers of the financial scene. Investing in today's market. Investing in the stock market is a wise decision as it offers greater returns than bonds over long-term spans, but it is crucial to use four essential tools to decide how and when to increase or decrease equity exposure. These tools are money, credit, and liquidity, valuation, psychology, and statistical analysis. Additionally, investors must evaluate other assets, including bonds, US dollars, gold, commodities, and real estate, before making any investment decisions. Bonds can provide solid income to portfolios, but investors must assess factors like tenor and credit quality. US dollars are still the world's reserve currency, and the world will likely continue buying and holding them. Gold is an ultimate inflation hedge, while commodities, like oil and coffee, tend to be negatively correlated to stocks and bonds, making them attractive short-term investments. Finally, while most people's biggest investment is their home, owning a home may only be beneficial for having a roof over your head in today's market. Navigating modern U.S. economic challenges. The U.S. faces economic and demographic challenges, including public debt, an aging population, and a declining manufacturing sector. To renew the economy, the U.S. needs to focus on short-term investments in leading industries, reduce debt through careful cost-cutting and tax increases that don't hinder growth, and consider equities of firms in commodity-producing nations and small U.S. companies working with alternative technologies. Investors should take note.
In conclusion, The Great A&P and the Struggle for Small Business in America exposes the intricacies and potential dangers of the government's reactions to the 2008 to 2009 recession. As the era of the Great Reflation unfolds, the U.S. faces hurdles, including public and private debt, global economic instability, and a wavering dollar. To navigate these uncertain times, investors must prioritize wealth preservation by carefully monitoring market signals and making informed investment decisions. The summary reminds readers of the importance of prudent asset allocation and diversification to safeguard their investments in a changing financial landscape.